and
Oddworld.
Hey oddballs, I'm your host Jensen, and welcome to episode 159. 59 and feeling fine. Look, I know I did something on the last episode with 8 and great, but I'm a nerd, and every time there's a 9, I have to say feeling fine because that's who I am as a person. But anyhow, you know who should be feeling fine today is July 16th babies. I have the birthday book in front of me, and we're going to get to know you. So here we go.
Happy birthday.
Those born on this day are on a constant quest to realize an ideal, be it to find their soulmate, to create the perfect work of art, or to implement a faultless technical process or a revolutionary social system. Although their desire is primarily driven by their emotions, they typically marshal their highly developed intellectual powers of perception and analysis, as well as their formidable capacity for organization in the pursuit of their aims. However personal the vision that fuels July 16th individuals, it rarely has a selfish purpose, for they combine their remarkable ability to identify abuses of power with their profound feelings of empathy for those suffering the ill effects. Thus, their yearning to employ their energies as significant agents for change is usually ultimately directed toward bringing improved circumstances and happiness to the lives of others. Their talents and inclinations suit them, particularly to the arts, where they hope their innovative work will provide spiritual inspiration and solace to a wider audience. But they may also choose to help others by becoming social or religious campaigners. Unfortunately, their utopian ideals may doom them to disappointment, with the result that they will often adopt a facade of emotional robustness to protect their vulnerability and propensity for becoming depressed or frustrated by deeply felt setbacks. The emotional ties they form with those nearest to them are especially valuable for the unquestioning support and belief that they offer. It may, however, take them some time to find a life partner, the result of their tendency to project a romantic ideal onto those who may not wish to be the cast in such a role. Their virtues are intuitive, progressive, idealistic. Their vices are discouraged, embittered, vulnerable. So happy birthday, you July 16th babies. If this sounds like you or somebody you know, as always, let me know. And let's go ahead and move on to stories.
This comes from OK-Task7110 on Reddit.
I'm a respectful rationalist, not on the paranormal plane. I have not witnessed or felt spirits where other people in the same room at the same time have. But I am thinking my house might have a spirit present. Perhaps that has attached to my child? I rent an old house, and I've lived here since July of 2024. Just me and my 2 kids. Robert Robertson, age 2, and Riley Robertson, age 3. And of course, they're fake names. 4 weeks to the day after we moved in, my 3-year-old daughter, Riley, jumps into bed with me when she wakes up at 5:30 a.m. Because it's early, we're cuddling in bed, and I'm dozing. And she whispers, "Kill her. Kill her." I don't react, as I try to put aside this odd behavior as something she's heard at daycare or on kids' YouTube. I don't know, I'm sleepy and I'm trying to rationalize. And then she says, in her regular volume voice, "Riley Robertson is dead." I open my eyes to look at her, and she's looking at me, deadpan. I am freaked out. I try to see what color her eyes are, as my first concern is that they're black and she's possessed. I couldn't tell in the darkness of the room. I responded that, my dear, we don't say things like that about ourselves. I maybe should have asked questions, but didn't want to invite the spirit. I honestly had no idea how to respond, and the moment passed. We've lived here for 10 months now, and nothing else really unusual has happened since. Both kids say they've seen ghosts in the house, but the ghosts are just over there or sitting in a chair, not doing anything. And the kids enjoy watching spooky cartoons about ghosts or Halloween, so I chalk it up to that. I've had times where I'm sleeping and a child has rushed up to my bed as if in a fast motion, and it's jolted me awake, but this could be my subconscious about the situation. I've not been bothered by all of this and put it out of my mind, except to tell friends and family the creepy story about what Riley said that morning. Then the other night, when I was alone in the house, Riley's iPad, which was across the room, just started playing YouTube Kids. I was again a little spooked, but didn't feel a presence, and it could be nothing. I read briefly that a child's spirit may not be cleansed by smudging or saging a house, but it could actually cause it to become worse if the spirit is demonic. My fear in this situation. I just wanted to share about my creepy house, and we'll update if more things happen as we come up to the anniversary of that morning. Please don't comfort me. I let my kids have electronics and watch YouTube Kids. It's a special treat in our household. Throw the whole kid away. Start over. I can't. I can't with this one. Obviously, I'm kidding, but no, absolutely not. And also, I am so not coming for you because when my husband goes out of town, I pull out that iPad a little bit more than I probably should because mama needs a break, especially when I'm momming all day, every day, 24/7. It's needed. I get it. It's okay. No one should be judging anybody unless you are fully neglecting your child. But any mahoozit, this is so scary. This is so scary. It's scary to me because I cannot imagine my kid crawling into bed and saying his name is dead. Are you kidding me right now? I know that this person is just trying to push it out of their mind and, rationalize it. But depending on what their children are watching on YouTube Kids, I hope they don't see something like that on YouTube Kids. I mean, it is what it is. My son has watched some really weird stuff, so I just go in and block it because I'm like, don't like that. But as far as I know, I haven't seen anything like that. Now, I know, algorithms, things like that, whatever, they'll pull up things that, are geared towards you, right? That's just how it goes. But that's a scary one. And the fact that her children are seeing spirits in the house, even though they're just over there or sitting in a chair or not doing anything. I don't know. I mean, not to compare lives at all, but my son loves watching all the creepy stuff that I like watching. Like Nuke's Top 5, that's one of our favorite things to watch on YouTube together. Don't judge me, okay? Or horror games, unless they get really gory, then I turn them off because he doesn't need to be watching that at his age. I try to monitor where I can, but anywho, my kid likes spooky stuff. And not once has my child said anything like there are spirits in the house. Now he has said things that I'm like, ooh, that's, I don't know where you came up with that, which probably is something that he has seen, but he's never once said that there are spirits in the house, that he sees somebody in the house. Not to say that your children don't have even bigger imaginations than my child, but typically children are more susceptible to spirits anyway. And let's just say hypothetically, the Riley Robertson is dead thing that she said is something that she, watched. Let's just say that. But the spirits in the house could actually genuinely be there and be doing absolutely nothing. They could just be there, just to be there. I mean, it's not out of the question, but it is still freaky. It's still freaky nonetheless. So what I have learned over the years is that, yes, sage, it's good for cleansing quickly, right? And then it might stop stuff for a week or a month. And then it gets either pissed off or just starts back up, whatever. It's just temporary. But I've heard a lot about Palo Santo, and that is what you actually should be burning to get rid of spirits, if you're into that stuff. Now, of course, there are a gajillion religions out there, and each of them have their own way to get rid of spirits. You'll just have to find what works best for you and what makes you feel the most comfortable. And truthfully, that should help. I know that when you burn things, if you're going the Palo Santo route, then make sure that you open up all the windows. Because if you're just kind of burning it in the house, then you're just burning it in the house. There's nowhere for the spirit to go, hypothetically. So open up all the windows, clear each room, each corner of the room, all of the things. If you really wanted to take it a step further, I know that like salt around the windowsill, I've heard that keeps spirits away. I don't actually know. Like I said, tons of religions. Hell, if you go to Key West, the reason why they paint the ceilings on their porches blue is because allegedly spirits can't cross water. So like there are all kinds of things that you could do. But now I'm just talking kind of just to talk because this one really freaks me out. And the thought of my kid doing this is what is freaking me out even more, because I don't know how this didn't freak you out. I guess maybe it's the rational mind of you, I don't know, or rationalist side of you. Not that I'm like off the wall cuckoo bananas, but like it freaks me out. And then I have to bring it back down to reality. And think of like, what could it be? It could just be that there are spirits there just hanging out. I mean, if you think about it, people die every single day. So it very well could be just spirits hanging out in your house, depending on also like the land or how old your house is, or maybe there's a portal in your house. I don't know. There could be all kinds of things. But my guess is that it's just spirits chilling in your house. And if they are teaching your daughter these things, then yes, they need to go. Point blank, they need to go. Bye-bye. Sayonara. See you later. Anyhow, what are your guys' thoughts? Let me know below, and let's go ahead and move on to the next story.
This comes from ramen_noodles on Reddit.
My housemates say I was tweaking, but I need other people's opinions. A little while ago now, I was home alone, and I was standing outside the open door to our kitchen when I heard a crash, like someone had dropped something. I went in thinking someone else was home, but instead, what I saw was a spoon perfectly straight and dead center in the middle of the kitchen floor. I had been there a few minutes before, and it was not there. So it couldn't have been someone before they left. The washing machine was on under the dish rack, so the housemates say that that's what caused it. But things have fallen out and landed right in front of it before, and this spoon was visibly dirty, so it couldn't have even been in there. I fully believe something threw it or dropped it in the middle of the room. Can anyone offer any opinion on this? Yeah, my opinion is it was a spirit. I mean, it's weird. It's weird, and the fact that you kind of, in a sense, like debunked it by saying that things have fallen before, but they don't fall as far as this had gone. You know, this spoon was in the middle of the room, and it was dirty. So here's a thought. Here's a thought. What if it was in that dish rack, but a spirit knew it was in that dish rack, and they were like, whose lazy ass didn't wash this spoon and then like toss it out and it landed in the middle of the floor? I mean, really, if you think about it, spirits were human and humans do human things. So spirits do human things. And we're going to say it's a spirit because I like that version better than it being absolutely nothing and just being the washing machine knocking it off. It's a lot more fun when it's paranormal. Now, truthfully, it really could have just been the washing machine, and for some reason this spoon went flying. But for the sake of it not being the washing machine and it being a spirit, I really think that maybe one of your housemates put a dirty spoon in there and this ghost was just like, ew, and threw it. And that is the only offer I'm willing to accept. I'm just kidding. Honestly, what do you guys think? Let me know below. Do you have a story like either story today or any paranormal story in general? I'm all ears and ready to hear it. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And well, It's an odd world after all. Oddballs, thank you for listening. And if you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to leave 5 stars or thumbs up on whatever podcast platform you listen on. If you have any comments for this episode, comment below or head over to Instagram and comment on this episode's preview. To submit a story or for more information, go to itsanoddworldafterall.com.